I forgot I still had this as my PNG. Peak comedy. Alright, today's goal is finish part 3 and start on part 4. Ignore that. That's the comp I've been using to make memes for everyone. Okay, get the gaze off screen. Also, I am just gonna be eating dinner during this because I was helping my roommates do something and I didn't actually eat the food that I'd heated up, so I eat now. Otherwise I'll forget, and that's probably not great. Let's see, where to start? I think if I've done this right, you won't be able to hear After Effects, and you'll just hear the nice smooth cafe music, which looks like it's too loud, but I don't know. I can't tell. I should probably... I think... I'm actually gonna expand the circle just like a tiny bit. Well, not that tiny. I think everyone's hand should still be connected. And then... Oh, what? Why? You're off-centered, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Why are you off-centered? That's so gross. Like, eh. Okay, why are you still on that one? I worked on Poison like 2 weeks ago. I'm so confused. It's still in the font I used for Poison. That's odd. tdov. Oh, that's the wrong case. tdov. Whoa. Thanks, Stream Elements. You're a minute late. Just a few minutes. Nothing crazy. Right. Today is all grind and no fun. I say this, but I've been surprisingly productive today. So, I guess I don't get to say anything. Normally I would probably be doing a tdov stream every day of the week, and then taking the weekends to work on other stuff. But, one of my friends is hosting a going out of town party tomorrow that I'm meant to be helping with. It should be fun. But that also means I will be largely unavailable. Make that blue and pink. Okay, we'll do yellow and purple. How big do I want to make this? Okay, that should work. negative 35. We'll do negative 15 for you. And then we'll do 5 for you. That might be too much actually, so let's do negative 20. And then that's 10, 15, and then this should be 5. I'm not sure how I feel about this yellow. Maybe I'll do the light, see if that works better. A little. You know what's ironic? The V isn't visible. Funny! Ha 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 ha! Okay. Let's move this down. You go here. And you go here. Oh! Nope, that isn't really what I wanted to do, but sure. That. I promise there's a reason for my madness. Swap these. Oh, come on. Let's see, 35. Okay, perfect. So swap and 35. Swap and 35. And then swap and 35. I'm actually gonna distribute. Oh, don't do that. Going to distribute these evenly. Okay, that's not even. Don't like that actually. Effect, drop shadow. This is just free extruded letters. Okay. Oh. We'll do that. Come on. Don't do this. I need to actually see you. Man, I really hope the food noises aren't coming through the mic. That'd be awkward. Aha! Actually, I'm gonna do this. Put a null down here. Paste all of those properties onto that, and you go with this. And then these guys will go with this. Okay. no. Ah, I'm a fool. Okay. Now we can parent them. Okay. So now I know that works, which is good. You don't need that. Yeah. Because there's a Genshin emote that people send when they die in co-op, which is like Chi fallen over, and I have a me version of that. So every time After Effects dies, I have a me falling over. Also, hi Aster. That is Aster, right? That is Aster. I'm not insane. I can read. Oh man. We don't walk on water in real life. I mean, where are you actually? Where are you in the circle? You're on land. You're okay. I think Nico's fine, because they're like a ghost. Poppy can fly. Soshi might drown, though. I'm sorry, Soshi. Rest in peace, Soshi, actually. You know what would be kind of cute, actually? I'm not sure if it'll work. Why do I just have Kai Karamba here? What was the context for that? What was the context for just having a random Kai Karamba? What did I do? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I really just have no idea. I must have done that at some point. Do you want to be on water? I can rotate it so that you're on water. Like, I didn't think this was that important. You almost drowned in swimming class? Oh my god. Oh, I remember when I was very young and in swimming class, I just watched Harry Potter #4 with my father, and there's the scene where, you know, they go into the lake to rescue all the people, and then there's people just like kind of floating there, and I thought that looked fun, so I started doing that in the pool, and one of the lifeguards thought I was drowning. I was perfectly fine, but I actually, like, I remember being really annoyed at the lifeguard for thinking I was drowning, because, like, why would I drown? The more you know. Eh? Howl. Culinary. Okay. I need to actually do the animation I wanted to do. Because I didn't do it. But if I'd done it, how could you tell me I was wrong? I didn't do it, but if I'd done it, how could you tell me that I was wrong? Let's see. So we'll go here. Eey. That's 74 to 89, so that's 15 frames. Let's go. Okay, see, 15 frames is probably fine. So we'll go down. God, that was the most painfully American way I could have said it. Down. Ew! Oh, disgusting. I hate this. Okay. I'm going to adjust these handles upwards. Let's see. Ooh, I should probably close that. I don't need that open. And it's eating my RAM. Please actually play. Okay, your rotation, I want you to be higher. Down? Ugh. Do you know how long I've been trying to avoid sounding like that? It's been over 20 years trying to not sound like that, and yet here I am falling right back into it. Like, ew. Maybe if I go down here. Maybe this will be better. Surely this could not cause more problems. Okay. Negative. We'll go negative 70. Nice round number. Scale should be fine. Let's see. This was negative 35, so since it's now negative 70, it should be everybody minus 35. Or something. That's how like half the people here say it. I've been there. I spent a summer where you are, roughly. Same general thing. Same state. Because we talked about this. And I had a coworker during that summer who he told me that every time he goes to New York, he really plays up the accent to piss people off. I need that kind of spiteful energy in my life. He was also one of the funniest people I've ever met, so worth it, I suppose. But also he was such like a proper looking guy, and then he rips out the thickest accent he could possibly think of. I was astounded. Like, you're telling me this guy who talks like an actual walking dictionary can sound like that? It was so funny. But also horrifying. I kinda miss him, honestly. He was a good coworker. Ah, sometimes I dramatically speak with the heaviest Texan accent to piss off your friends, and it's so funny. Personally, as a native New Yorker, you're like immune to different accents, so just everyone from everywhere here. I spent 6 years hanging out with Brits. You can still hear it in my voice. I'm trying to shake that, but I also don't want to sound American, so I'm really kind of stuck in the middle here. The only solution now is to pivot and go Scottish. Or become an Aussie. Neither of which I really want to do, so. We're in a bit of a bind there. A lot of people think you sound British. I also don't know what you sound like, so I can't say anything. I don't know. There's certain times where my friend will laugh at me and he'll go, "You sound so British." Can't remember what the context of the conversation was, but he stops me and goes, "Everything else in that sentence was American, but the way he said 'obviously' was so British." I was like, "Bro, why'd you tell me that?" Needless to say, my friends make fun of me quite a bit. It's usually warranted. I wonder if I can keyframe velocity. I feel like you switch mid-conversation. That's interesting, actually. That is actually, yeah, that is really interesting. I don't know how you do it. You once sent us one video you were talking and your friend, "Are you British?" You've never recovered from it. Oof. I have noticed though that my sentence inflections are very not American. my sentence inflections go either very British or very Chinese. I don't tend to have the stereotypical, like, American sentence inflection, if that makes any sense. In general, American English has sentences going down at the end, and I think both British and Chinese have it going up. That's like an odd way to describe it, but I think that's the only way I can think of it at this point. I did have somebody clock me immediately and go, "You speak a different language," and I went, "How do you know?" And they went, "Your sentences sound funny." I've never been able to recover from that. Like, I was speaking English, and he goes, "You sound like you speak another language." I was the only person to ever say that. But also, he didn't even pick up on it from, like, an accent. He picked up on it from a sentence inflection. I didn't even pay attention to that until he pointed it out, and now I'm so self-conscious about it. Don't like that. Let's see. Incoming 50, outgoing 35. Ah! So you don't say T's half the time? I don't think Southerners say T's either. Like, in some cases. I can't think of any. I guess Southerners tend to turn the T's into D's. You'd be hard pressed to find a Southerner that hits the T very hard. That's a very Northern thing, I believe. Unless my boss is gaslighting me, which he would. Like, I think you'll hear a lot of important down here instead of important. tdov. tdov. That's so dumb. Bro. How do you pronounce tdov and tdov? That's how we should start referring to publishing day. Instead of D-Day, it's tdov. I'm sorry, you say kitty? Maybe you are British. Oh my god. Kitty. You struggle with the term bottle of water. I try really hard to enunciate, partially because I feel like it makes it easier for people to understand, and partially because I don't want to have my accent clocked as being from any specific place. It's only that one word. Fair enough, actually. I mean, I can't ever change the way I say obviously, because I hung out with Brits too much. Accent analysis means you can now have an existential crisis for free. Ooh, maybe that's too high. Ah! That's probably a lot better. Ooh, I don't like that, actually. That's not great. And then you. And you. Shift you forward 10 degrees. Could any of you be straight for just a moment, please? I know how ironic that is to say that in this project, but still. Good lord. Ah. Bottle of water. No, I do hate though. Why do British people make fun of Americans' way of pronouncing the letter O? That's the one thing I don't understand. So I remember when I used to play a lot of Valorant on EU servers, there was this one guy. Didn't like him much, but his first course of action, when he heard me speak, was to make fun of the way I pronounced the letter O. Never been self-conscious about that before. But he's like, I said honestly, and he said honestly instead of honestly. Like, okay, we get it, you're British. He's like, oh, you said honestly. It's like, stop making fun of me. I didn't even think about that part before you said it. I feel like there's so many of these things that you don't even notice until someone else points it out, and once they've pointed it out, you can't unhear it. Okay. It's tdov, I'm sure you could find a straight person, but it'd probably be hard. Here's the thing, right? There are, like, statistically, there are more heterosexual trans people than there are, like, any other sexuality. Statistically. Therefore, there has to be at least one person in the entire tdov server who's straight. I don't know who it is, but there has to be at least one. And nobody has ever said anything about being at least the singular straight, which means we've now got Schrodinger's straight in tdov, because we don't know if there is a straight person, but statistically there has to be one. I just said Schrodinger's. It's fine. It's fine. I'm perfectly sane. I've had After Effects open for half an hour. And I've already lost my mind. This is fine. This is going so well. So very well. Whoa! What? Oh, ha 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 ha, I never adjusted you. That would make a lot more sense. You're straight. We don't be... Okay, listen. Aster, you're non-binary. Doesn't matter who likes you, they're gay. I had this talk with, Zaya, and they were like, oh, well, I bet I could act straight. Does that mean I, as an agender, can only date pangender people? And I went, no, you're both non-binary, which means you're both gay. I don't know how possible it is to be straight as a non-binary person. Again, I don't know how that works. I'm not non-binary. I didn't think about it. But I can't imagine how feasible that would be. I don't even remember where you saw this, but it reminds me of statistically unrealistic that we're all gay, so who wants to take one for the team? Oh my god. Oh, wait. Now that you've said that, shout out to gay people, as in, this one time somebody got me Yume art with... No. 2 times somebody got me Yume art with an FPS character. Because look at this art, it's the cutest thing. Part 2 of getting Yume art of the same Valorant character. Listen, if you're gonna be gay, have high standards, I suppose. Because this art is adorable, and I regret nothing. Especially this one. This one's so cute. If I'm gonna be gay, may it be like that. I think Yume art needs to... We need more Yume art out in the world, honestly. Like, what could possibly be harmful about drawing yourself with a fictional character? Nothing. There is nothing harmful about that. It's fun, and the characters are pretty, and it makes you happy. So I think it should happen more. Never mind my 4 unfinished Yume pieces I drew myself. Gender's all or nothing, if that makes sense, which means you're technically unheteroable, you think, since you're not. I cannot read that sentence. Okay. Gender's all or nothing, if that makes sense, which it does make sense. Which means you're technically unheteroable since you're not binary. Good lord, that sentence was so difficult for me to read, and for what? See, I don't need to think about it. I just don't have the energy to deal with people, and that means I expend all of my energy enjoying my fictional characters. And that much is enough for me. Oh. Well, I should have. Darn it. Oh. Hi, I'm Armis. I'm 19 and I never learned how to fucking read. I'm not 19. Do not take that seriously. tdov. It'll be 2024, right? Wait, what? Since you're not binary, yeah, that sounds about right. Because you can't have an opposite from nothing. It doesn't work like that. Oh my god, okay. Wait, I meant to talk about this at some point. Because it's the strangest take I think I've ever heard in my life. Somebody said to me, if I thought about it, I would probably be non-binary, but because I don't believe in the human spirit, I don't believe in gender is linked to your spirit, and that means your physiology is the only thing that matters. Like, it was... I want to say it was the weirdest take I've ever heard. I've heard some weird takes, but that really took the cake for me. I truly and honestly don't understand that. I don't know where this person got their opinion. I don't know what influenced them. Just confused. I truly don't understand it, but he was also fairly accepting, so all things considered, he's like, I don't understand it, but as long as people are causing no harm, then it doesn't matter, is his stance, which I think is fine. I think that's where a lot of people stand, where they essentially say, I don't get it and I don't like it, but if it's causing no harm, then it shouldn't matter. Which I think I can get behind that. You know, if you're not gonna like things, at least you're not making it hard for other people. Certainly a take that... Don't worry, I was physically speaking to the man, and I didn't understand a word he said. He was nice, but that was certainly a take. Let's not do that. I probably could have done this, actually. Oh. Boo. Okay. Uh, ah, my gosh, why did I do that to myself? The mindset of as long as it doesn't bother other people to find is a good thing. It's gonna apply to a lot of things in life, not just gender stuff. Yeah, I think that's where people honestly. That's where I wish the general public opinion was, where like people just don't really care. I think that would truly be what makes things easiest for people, is if people just didn't care. If they didn't care, then there would be no need to police it or to say X, say Y. It's so much mental energy these people expend to ultimately do what? They don't accomplish a purpose by trying to police others and their lives, I suppose. I don't think I'll ever understand it. I don't think I ever want to understand it. Because what's the point? It's so tiring. I don't even care about my life. How am I gonna care about someone else's life? You know? Like, I don't understand how people can expend so much energy into something like this. It's so tiring to always be upset. It's so tiring to always, like, spend your energy and time on other people. Not in a you don't want to care about other people way, but like the you're always upset about other people kind of way. At the end of the day, though, what bearing does their life have on yours? Really none, right? So what's the point? It really makes no sense to me. But then again, that is just my opinion. There's not really much else to say about that. Pause the philosophy for another bite of curry rice. Whoa. I said a whole lot, and at the end of the day, all it boils down to, isn't it tiring to hate people? Isn't that so tiring? What's the point anymore? At that point, like, you're not helping yourself, you're not helping them. Other people implies that you're also a person, and for me, well, I'm the non-binary version of cat girl, cat boy. That is not a cat person. You don't identify as a person. Actually, a big fan of the word binary starting with B. Same letter as brain cell because... That's so funny. That's so funny. I shouldn't be laughing this hard. It's the... God. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. I'm losing my mind here. Okay. I've heard many interpretations for the term NB. Of course, there's non-binary. There's non-black, because that is a usage of it. However, have we ever considered numerous Bs? You could just be. You could just be real funny. But you could truly just exist as a beehive in a trench coat. And who'd be stopping you? Nobody. Nobody would stop you. Welcome back, Neri. We're having a great time. Let's see. And then 3 3s, just do 30. Should have been 29, but whatever. Numerous bees. Numerous bees to get all up in your beesness. Okay. That was a little weak. How many bees do you want? I don't know. How many bees are there? Because if we take Jerry Seinfeld at his word, more bees is better. What is happening? What is this stream? Why is this stream philosophy and B-movie? What is happening? This is not... I wish I could say this wasn't normal, but no, I feel as though every stream, there's some odd topic that gets brought up. Why does it smell like burning? Oh, good lord. What did they do? It was like 27? Wait, if you're numerous bees, and you go to Applebee's, does that mean someone else has to take the apples so you can take the bees? Oh, there's more potato. Yee. Ah. I swear the Bee movie haunts me wherever I go. There's a point in time where every time I saw a whiteboard, I would go on there and in my nicest cursive, start writing the introduction of the Bee movie. That's it. That was the move. If I saw a whiteboard, get on my tippy toes, because I'm very short, get my best script, and just start writing across the board. According to unknown laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are simply too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. I said, I give that speech more often than I should. There's been too many opportunities where I've completely straight-faced just segued into that. I don't quite understand how people kept letting me get away with it. But it keeps happening. And at this point, I'm starting to think people are allowing it to happen. Because I truly can't think of another reason that it would happen. But it just does. Just keeps happening. Aww. Parent you to these. A good chunk of the beginning of the Bee movie memorized. I memorized the Bee movie in the same way they made us memorize the preamble in middle school. Which I reckon you probably haven't had to do anymore, which is good. I truly hope kids in middle school nowadays don't have to memorize the preamble, because we did. And I could probably still rattle it off if I wanted to, but it's so dumb. What's the point of memorizing the preamble? And not only that, there was a song for it too, because it was Schoolhouse Rock. Thinking back on it, now that I'm so many years removed from early education, what were we doing? We didn't learn anything useful. Until about 4th or 5th grade. But kindergarten through 3rd grade, nothing. I suppose people probably would have learned more if they hadn't started doing math at home years before it was taught in schools. But I truly do not remember a single thing I learned in those years. It's a hot mess, tell you that. Oh, is my internet not doing well, but... Ooh, internet, you're going to be annoying today, aren't you? Love that for me. I try so hard to be productive. Yeah. Oh, I had this discussion with a manager, and she noticed that my handwriting's a little loopy, so it's kind of half script, half print. And she notices, she went, oh, my kids can't read cursive. Her kids are 9 and 12, I think. So I don't think it's taught in schools anymore, which is a real shame. It's a real shame. It's just a good skill to have. And, like, it's just fun. And it looks cool. Ugh. Aster, we're both old. Both of us have just said kids these days. I was talking about this again, like, in the office. I spend a lot of my time in the office nowadays, which is probably why I talk about it so much. But I was sitting with my boss and a manager from another like department. And the manager and his wife have pretty young kids. I think they're 4 and 6. And the boss has a child about my age. And I think they were talking about animated media. And so I brought up something like a children's show, and I said, I feel like children's shows these days don't have the same charm as they used to. And I think I started talking about animation techniques because I'm a nerd and I'm pretty sure the other manager thinks I'm insane. But I at some point said, I worry about kids these days because I see the world they're growing up in. And they, all 3 of them, so the boss, the manager, and the manager's wife all turned to look at me and went, are you okay? I didn't even think about it. Apparently what I said was really depressing, but it's like, children these days are growing up in a tough world. And it is worrying. That was my point. And they were like, are you good? Like, you don't even have kids. Why are you so worried about it? They were so horrified. Like, it was so dumb. I feel really stupid after that conversation because they definitely thought there was something going on. But no, I just think it's a shame that kids' media isn't the same as it used to be. That's all my point was. I swear though, I'll say things that are perfectly normal. I'll say things that I feel are perfectly normal, and people will look at me like I've just said something horrifying or very morbid. And I don't think about it that way at all, but every time like, this happens, I'll have said something that seems perfectly normal in my mind. And once I say it, people look at me like shocked or confused or like a little sad, and they're like, are you okay? I don't know what I said though, because in my mind what I just said was like a perfectly normal observation. And to this day I still can't tell what it is about the things I say that makes people think that there's something happening when I just wanted to point something out. I don't understand it. People are so confusing. Being a person is confusing. Like, being human is confusing. I think there's so many parts of humanity that I don't understand. And I don't really ever think I'll ever come to understand that part. You know, like, there's such a wide range of people and cultures and personalities. Can you really ever say that you understood all of it? Because I don't think I could. Like, yeah. Animals are great. It has happened many times before, but I do have a bad habit of going off on, like, zoology and phylogeny tangents. It's it's kind of interesting, but at the same time, it's like, why are you thinking about this? Sometimes I'll sit up and go, the tenrec and the elephant are first cousins. The tenrec is a little guy that looks like a hedgehog. But I'll just sit up and go, hey, did you know? The elapid snakes have a different fang structure. And therefore they're not cobras. Or cobras are not elapid snakes. Humanity weird, we should all become the Ace Attorney. Everybody merge into one Ace Attorney. Just one. There can only be the Great Ace Attorney. Ah. Do this. Duplicate you. And oh my god. Kinda like in Miitopia. That's a comparison. Andまた泣かないで気づかないだけだよただただただ言いづらいからね好きな人好きな場所 I don't know the words to this song 小さな目がけた Oh god, okay. That's identity. That's not helpful. It's not gonna tell me the lyrics to Hand in Hand. Ugh. 好きな人、好きな場所目がけた優しさが帰るんだ明日よそう派手な君が掴んだその手は遠くまで Can't ever be in the right key, can I? Goodness. No, I don't always sound that high. Please don't think that of me. I have a calculator key? Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, you're not helpful. Maybe I don't need that. This. I will use this. Okay, not that. That's not what I wanted. This was what I wanted. Oh, we want to also remember that I have a fairly high voice. I like to pretend it's not high, but it is. And I truly can't do anything to get away from that. I've lost a lot of my lower range, which is a bit of a shame, but lost a lot of it. But by law of equivalent exchange, I've gained a high range, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I think I hit a C6 at some point, thinking in the car, on my way back from work, which was interesting, because I did not think I could do that. I do like how, someone I used to be close with would harp on the fact that I was not the kind of person who would ever learn to hit that note. Because guess who did? Me. That's right. Ultimately, while I don't like my voice per se, I don't dislike it. It simply is. And I think, at least for the time being, that's as good as I'm going to get. Pretty high range, don't use it. I used to be really scared of having a high range. I always thought if I have a high range, I'm gonna sound too feminine. But then I remembered after Genshin, oh right, opera. And my grandfather's an opera singer, and he is definitely a man. So if he can do it, I can do it. And I don't think I need to be scared of it anymore. And since I stopped being scared of it, I think it really has just come out more, which isn't a bad thing per se. When your natural comfort range is only A2 to A4 in your AFAB but not on key, you end up thinking there's something wrong with me. How did this even happen? It must come from the third octave too. I think I'm down to D3, E3, somewhere around there. Going lower is possible, but it doesn't usually happen for me. And then highs-wise, G5, A5? Or not, sorry, 4. G4, A4, roughly. Okay, but you gotta remember, you have this excuse because you're young. You know all those boys that sing at church? They're all dudes, and they all sing high, and that doesn't make them not guys. I think what's very annoying is the quote-unquote vocal gender thing, where if you have a quote-unquote feminine voice, you have to go high or you're bad, end quotes. And if you're a quote-unquote masculine voice, you have to be low or you sound quote-unquote bad. I find that so annoying. I don't understand it. I really, truly don't understand it. Also, Natty, just remember, if you're worried about your high range, remember that Mafu Mafu exists. Remember that Mafu Mafu exists, that's all. Mafu Mafu has super nuko ni naritai, he has onna no ko ni naritai, he has kamate chodai. Like, you don't have to worry about sounding high. If he can sound like that, if he can be that high and still be considered a man, then you don't have to anything to worry about. You sound like more feminine when you sing in the fourth octave or higher, despite that being hardest for you to sing in the first place. And people assume you can sing super high. Really? Even though your range is low. I feel like you'd have to... I don't know, because if you've heard someone sing low and they sound more stable low, I don't know why you would assume they would have to sing high to sound good. Because if you listen to their sample and they're singing low and they sound good and stable, then that should be fine. That should be enough instead of always thinking, oh, well, just because you have a certain voice tone, you must have a high range. I think that's really stupid. Because trying to do that, there are people in this chorus I know who've done that. Let's see if I can, one of these people I know has a fairly, like, sharp nasally voice, and because they have, like, a tone that sounds like it should be high, a group we were tried to force him to sing far above his range, and it hurt him. Like, it caused them physical pain to sing in that range because their voice had just dropped. They weren't even back up that high yet, and people were just saying, oh, well, because your voice sounds like that, you have to sing high. And all you're doing is causing more harm than good. You've been forced to do the highest parts as long as in the past because of how femme you sound. Mostly it's because that group you were in, it was mostly femme idol songs that were covered, but for many years you thought your actual hearing was wrong because somebody literally told you that your voice was, quote-unquote, the highest female voice type. What does that mean? Because even in the considered high female voice types, there's different kinds of voices. You have the sharper ones, like Kotori from Love Live. You have the softer ones, like Hanael from Love Live. You have the really breathy ones, you have, like, the stronger ones that are just go up high. Saying high female voice isn't helpful, really, because they're high is a pitch, and there's at least a couple different varieties when you think of a high female voice. It's not descriptive enough, I guess. Really, the easiest way to do it would be to find someone that sounds similar and be like, hey, someone who sounds like this. And you wouldn't even have to worry about learning tones and vocabulary, because apparently that's beyond people nowadays. Dude, I sound so jaded when I say that. It's not good. I sound so jaded when I say that. Just, people these days. Can you believe the audacity? I don't know. Like, in my Love Live days, thankfully they are far behind me, I had a Nico voice. But because I couldn't sing high enough, I wasn't allowed to be a Nico. Although I do think it's funny that I still have my Nico impression after all these years. Oh, it's not 2016 anymore, but I've still got my Nico impression. Come at me, cowards. You don't even know if many people sound like you, especially not A5 people who aren't on T. Oh, I do know somebody who I think you might appreciate. They sing... So she is a tenor. She considers herself a tenor, and she has the range to be a tenor. But, you know, she has a quote-unquote feminine tone. But that doesn't make her range any different, if that makes sense. So she can still only sing so low and so high because of how her voice is. But people kind of expect her to sound higher because of, you know, her tone being quote-unquote too feminine. But that's their channel if you want to check that out. I don't really know what your voice sounds like too well. Like, I can't imagine off the top of my head. But I think knowing there's at least one other person who's similar to you, that's always comforting. I feel like that's always the case, though, like, knowing there's at least one other person like you. I'm usually, like, I suppose a good example of this would be Has Been Hotel. My if I'm not careful, my singing voice sounds a bit like Angel Dust from Has Been, so Blake Roman. And for a long time, that was considered ugly or bad or all that. And I never really thought about it much. I just figured, oh, I don't have the voice type for people to want to hear it. Hi, Chris, thanks for lurking. But I figured I didn't have the voice type that people wanted to listen to. And I came to terms with that. And then something like Has Been drops, where there's someone that has a similar voice to me, and everyone's talking about how good they sound. And so it makes you think, like, oh, there are people that enjoy this. I just haven't been around them. I just haven't experienced it enough. Please listen to all of them so you don't get the wrong idea of my voice. Oh man, I felt that. Oh my gosh. Why are you all on different layers? Good lord, that's disgusting. My sample document has everything from like soft acoustic music to idol music to mid-2010s emo to opera. It's a bit of a mess. But it also shows that, hey, I can sound like a lot of things, so pick and choose what you want me to sound like and I'll just sing like that again. Of course, if I think about it, way back in the day, I used to talk a lot higher, too. So, I don't believe my voice is particularly low, but it's lower than it was, because I used to be way further up here. So I think, like, about 90% of the time, I'm kind of up here. And nowadays, if I do it, it kind of sounds like I'm faking it, which is really interesting. But it's also how I talk when I'm nervous, so you know it's my natural voice. I feel like it sounds really fake now that I'm doing it though, because I have to consciously try to do it. I don't naturally speak like this anymore. Unless I'm really scared of someone. And the more I do it, the weirder it gets. The more I do it, the more I start to lose it. I think about that sometimes, you know? I don't sound like I used to. I also used to pitch my voice down if I spoke in a video. And that was a time. I used to pitch my voice down so that people would think I had a lower voice than I did. Which is hilarious because pitching your voice down makes it sound so inhuman that it does nothing for you. It does you no favors to pitch your voice down. And yeah, I did it anyway because I was scared. I was so scared of what people would think my voice sounded like that I hid from it, you know? I pretended I sounded like something I didn't. And where did that lead me? Really nowhere. We as online people have an advantage of building up only the image that we want the world to see. And in that sense, you build up who you appear to be based off the way you sound. Or I suppose the way you look in terms of OC, but that's beside the point. But if it's based off the way you sound, then people can't quote-unquote expose you for your voice because that's just your voice. You know, like, I don't know where I was going with this. Listen, we can't all be furries like you. Okay, but honestly, I think it would probably just be easier for everybody to be cats. I've said this more than once. I think human communication would be easier if we all had tails. If we were all, like, we had tails and like non-human ears, because then you would know if someone flattens their ears, they feel a certain way. Someone perks their ears up, they feel a certain way. If their ears flop to the side, they feel a certain way. If their tail is wagging, that's good. If their tail is down, that's bad. And that's so much easier to see than facial expressions. Cat world takeover. Okay, but I already have animal elements, you already have animal elements. We're not the same animal, but animal nonetheless. Okay, don't open that. Why? Oh wait, I know why. I'm a fool. I literally tried to fix a file and then got confused when my program opened to fix said file. Oh my god. Hot mess. Hot mess, I tell you. But yeah, if you were ever wondering where this came from. Also has non-human features. Because fun! It's fun! You know, to have funny little design choices. I mean, there's like the actual feeling aspect of it where you are just consider yourself non-human, but for me, design fun. Humanity probably deserves to be overthrown at this point, let's be real. What kind of life do you think would develop after a second, like, after the fall of humanity, I suppose? What kind of life do you think would take over Earth? It's an interesting thing to think about. Where is Kai Star? Yeah, actually, where is Kai Star in the circle? They're just kind of gone. They just kind of disappeared. They're not with the other Kais for some reason. Well, you're not Kai Star. Don't want to see you. When will we all just become the Ace Attorney? Just the Ace Attorney. That's a great question, honestly. I have like 3 bites of my curry rice left and I don't know why I haven't finished it. It is also really cold now. So, yay, cold curry rice. Where are you? You and I think Kai popped in to say hello and then went back to their own thing, which is fair. Let's see, who of the staff onlys have I not put on the board yet? Ame was on board a minute ago, so it should be alright. You haven't been on board yet, so we'll do that. I think Kai just popped in to say hi, and then, like, they're probably, like, watching Unite Up or something now. Also, things are going very strangely right now. As in my internet is rejecting some things. And I'm very confused, but Oh my god, they're so big. They're so big. Oh. You meant in the video. They're in here somewhere. I just don't know where in the circle they are. Like, there's Aster. Where are you? You're like way over here somewhere. You're right there. And Kai is way near the end. They're not gonna show up in this scene. With the way this is timed, they're not showing up. Ugh, look at Vega. Look at Vega, look at their OC. Dude, Vega's so hot. This is my friend, I'm not saying it to be weird. They have a version of their OC, like this version, that's like got an undercut tied up to a man bun. It's so pretty. I don't know how they pull it off, but it's hot. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Not in like a I'm attracted to them way, but like it is an objectively attractive hairstyle way. Calling something hot in a complimentary way, not in a creepy way. I swear. Please don't cancel me. I say please don't cancel me as though I haven't already been cancelled at least once. Those were the days, I tell you. A full render of the wheel after everything is colored? Yeah. Yeah, we do. We really do need a full color of this. Full render of this. Whoops. Like, from Ame all the way to Weiss is fully colored. It's a very, very good part of the wheel. The fact that I actually know everybody in this course. Like, I can identify it from this course. I'm not gonna look at someone and go, which one is that again? I think that's crazy to me. The fact that I can recognize all these people's faces. Well, illustrated faces, I guess. Like, there's 50 people. How did I remember all of them? I don't know. However, I do have a bone to pick. Got a bone to pick. And that's... Explain to me why these three, for some reason, just look the same. Mercy is the least same of three of them. But explain this to me. Why? Triplets. Triplets, I tell you. Well, it's like more characters than faces. But I mean, everyone, in general, everyone looks different enough to recognize when somebody's something. And then the people that aren't colored yet are people I actually do know, so it's not as weird to recognize them. But there's people I've never met, and it's like, well, you're a different color, so I can remember you. fonts. That's pretty funny, actually. There's a video that somebody sent me of like if the different fonts were people and they were arguing. And sometimes I just think about that video. Ah! I have no ideas for after this part is finished. So, yay, I guess. Okay, now I'm gonna close that, because it'll eat my RAM if I don't. To be fair, though, I've been in this project since the first iteration in 2020, so I've kind of just watched it grow over the years. Which is really heartwarming, but also really terrifying. Because part of me thinks, oh, it's not the same project as it was a few years ago, which is true. But the other part of me just goes, where did all of these people come from? Like, how did we go from 17 people to 50? What happened? Where did they come from? They just crawled out of the woodwork and went, hey, me too. Let me in. I think that's fair. I've been doing all this crap since 2017? Like November 2017. I have my first ever animation saved. Because it's ugly. And it doesn't deserve to see the light of day. But it does anyway, because I keep it up as a reminder to myself of what I could have been. Like, yeah, I could have still been stuck here. And that would have been bad. I'm kind of glad, though, because I can look back on my old stuff and think, first of all, how did I possibly think that looked okay? But second of all, dang, I'm glad I got better than that. I think we had a couple people in the same boat last year, too. Where it's like they hadn't been a Yutai Day when we were planning the 2023 one. And then when 2024's recruitment rolled around, they were like, oh, well now that I've been here long enough, I can join. I mean, also keep in mind, like, you have more experience than the average person starting out in this community. Like, you have been singing for a long time. You have, like, you have experience dealing with people online, which a lot of people in their new days don't. And you have, like, life experience, which is good. So when you did the Dragalia thing that Seal was in, and you're like, oh, you recognize someone, that's so well. Yeah. You know the Spider-Man pointing meme? At some point, being in the Yutai community just becomes a big circle of Spider-Man pointing. That is just simply how it is. You own this Dragalia Discord server. People dealing with. Yeah. So I mean, like, you already have a huge leg up with regards to being online. Like, you know how to manage people. So you don't just know the theory of it. You've been singing. You've been mixing. You have things you're already into. Yeah, really? That's fun. I feel like people do make a lot of connections in tdov, but truly and genuinely, almost every connection I have now is from my animating, which is really interesting, because if I hadn't picked it up, then I probably wouldn't know anybody right now. And that's weird to think about, you know? If that one guy hadn't told me no back in 2019, I wouldn't be here. Like, in the position I'm in. I truly would not be in this position if someone hadn't just up and told me, no, I'm not helping you a few years ago. I still hold like a little tiny petty grudge against that, but at the same time, I'm glad I started. So what happened was, I was hosting a birthday chorus for somebody, and I pre-did the art, pre-did the script, and then I asked somebody to animate for me. And he said yes. I went, okay, cool. I'll get back to you in about 2 weeks when I've got everybody gathered. So I gathered everybody and I hop into his DMs and I go, hey, I'm starting work on that birthday chorus now. Here's the server. Let me know if you're still down. And he says, no, why would I be down? I'm not helping. When he said he would help. And I lost my mind because I was thinking, if I don't have his help, how am I gonna get this animated? So I did it myself. You say that while being a Yutaite has helped your growth as a vocalist, do you think that most of the credits for you knowing anything about music goes to Fall Out Boy? Okay, but to be fair, I get that, because ooh, this is gonna sound so gross. I started singing because of the Nico Nico Ni meme. Back when School Idol project first came out, so Muse was first released, the Nico Nico Ni meme was really big. The hand motions, good god. But that meme was so big, and I was so curious what show it was from, that I started watching it. And when I started watching it, I went, oh, these songs are really cool. So I looked them up on YouTube. And when I looked them up on YouTube, I found a cover, and I went, huh, that sounds like fun. So, unironically, I'm a singer because of Nico Yazawa.
ニコニコにあなたのハートにニコニコに笑顔とる距離朝はニコニコニコニって覚えてラブニコ
That's not nearly as sharp as it's supposed to be, but I don't want to yell, so you get that. I'm gonna stop YOLOing in just a few days, but a super strong desire to get things done. Hey, you're doing better than me! I have mixes from 2021 still sitting in my folder that I haven't made visuals to. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. My poor mixes running away. One of them is like a mix that Kai did for me, and I feel really bad because the mix sounds good, but my vocals sound bad, and I've been meaning to re-record it, but I also feel bad because Kai already mixed it, and it's like, if I re-record the same song and remix it, is that mean? Is that rude? I don't know. I have no idea. But I don't like how I sound, so it's like, I want to re-record the song, but if I re-record the song, that mix goes to waste, and it's like, kind of always wanted to be a singer since you were a toddler, but I think most kids want to sing, just didn't start taking it serious until like 2 years ago. What's funny though is, in my family, my sister is the one who was supposed to turn out to be a singer. She plays clarinet, so she has like really good breath control, as to be expected from a wind player. But yeah, she's amazing, first of all. And she performed at our district's New Year's show, so she's really good. But she's the one who was supposed to be a singer. And so she like went out for voice lessons and like practiced with people, and she was in choir. I didn't do any of that. And now fast forward about 10 years, and now I'm the one that sings, she doesn't. And it's a shame too, because she sings really pretty. Like, she has a really pretty voice, and like, she'll never let me say that. And I would never say it to her face. Are you kidding me? But, eh. Right. No, I think my grandparents got my sister a guitar because at the time, like, she was still a singer. And they had this image of, like, the kid that sings and plays guitar at the same time. And that didn't really end up happening. So I tried to pick it up a few years later, and I found out my hands weren't big enough for the guitar that we had. So I had to give up, because I couldn't reach across the whole fingerboard. Joke's on them though, because after I started playing violin and I got into anime at the around the same time, I learned to sing and play violin at the same time. And I can still do that. So, who won? Nobody won. We all won. I don't know. I feel like I've had a lot of opportunities. Fall Out Boy has influenced most of your musical talent, I think. That's fair. That's fair. Eh? What the heck? Oh. You can only play piano because of Fall Out Boy. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I started taking violin a lot more seriously because, Your Lie in April dropped. And it's like, anime character who plays violin, I have to get better so that I can play the same stuff she plays. Because she played Kreutzer, and that is not an easy piece. I asked my teacher at that time if I could try to play Kreutzer. He laughed and he went, maybe in a few years. It never happened. I still want to learn it though. Like, if I can play both piano and violin, what's stopping me from like recording each individually and mixing them together Utaite style? Like, what's stopping me? I say what's stopping me as though I've got enough time to practice and learn the pieces. And, it's so hard, man. It's so hard to do anything when you're just tired all the time.
まだ泣かないで見つけないだけどよ言葉や思い見えづらいからね好きな人好きな場所好きなこと好きな場所めがけた
The fact of the matter is, like, speaking of singing, I have developed and continued to maintain the ability to sing in an uwu voice, and that makes me a monstrosity. There's that scene from Lilo and the Stitch where it's like, do you know what tuna is? It's fish! If I fed Pudge fish, I'd be an abomination! And it's like, I learned how to sing in an uwu voice. I'm an abomination! If I gave Pudge fish, I'd be an abomination. I think about think about Lilo from Lilo and Stitch so much. She was so iconic. The ooh voice, me too. Why do we do this, Daddy? We're like, oh, I don't want to sound high, and then we pull out the ooh voices. Like, it's so stupid. Fun party trick, though.
How fucked up would it be if I just talked like this for the rest of the night? I feel like I need to drink some water before I do that, though.
This is a reminder for everyone else to drink water.
The ooh-woo voice is such a fucking monstrosity. Like, the fact that I still do this occasionally is really messed up. Also, I feel like I swear a lot more when I talk ooh-woo. I don't try to swear more, but I feel like it just keeps happening. And it takes a lot more air. A lot more air to talk like this. And it's annoying. I can't imagine, like, properly sounding like this all the time. Because if I did, I don't think I'd be able to breathe properly. That being said, though, I can technically go up a little higher. It's just kind of a pain to hold it, so I don't. Because if I do, it gets kind of to be a hassle. Also, I go very head empty in this voice because I have to think about maintaining it, which means I can't think about what to say, which means it's just very, meh.
Sometimes you'll be on VC with your friend and you start randomly speaking in that voice and it's so funny.
No, I do the same fucking thing. It's so stupid. Like, I think we'll be playing games sometimes, and I'll just start giving my callouts in this voice. Scares people every time. And like, they should come to expect it from me at this point. I just keep doing it though. And it keeps scaring them.
I think the drop between that and like this voice is so stupid. It's so dumb. It's the dropping 3 octaves thing. The other quote-unquote voice of choice to annoy people with is like High School Mean Girl / Valley Girl. That's more of a word choice issue than anything else. And it's something. Sometimes you do it while playing like Illustrated, it's so out of place. Yeah. I usually do it during Valorant. So you just hear gunshots in the background and then me going,
Hey, 50 damage on Sova?
or like,
Gecko's around the corner, please kill him.
it's like, what's the point of having a voice like that if you can't use it to annoy people? I feel like doing stuff like that is the spice of life. You know, like if you're going to learn something like this, learn it to be a menace to society. Dun, 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 dun. It's funny that you scream so much. Can you scream in that voice? Because at least for me, like the ooh voice, I can't really emote very well. I have to be calm and collected and soft and sweet. I can't be loud and annoying. I don't have the capability to dynamically emote while speaking in that voice. Which is kind of a shame, because I'd like to be annoying, but there's only so much I'm capable of doing. Also, I forgot I need to set an alarm for tomorrow. Tomorrow. You've never tried? Yeah, you should try it sometime. Because you learn to scream in that voice, you're set. You go back to the normal voice to scream, and when you don't scream, you go back to ooh. That's so funny. Trying to see who's... Okay, we can use you. I'm gonna flip them. Wonderful news! You have obtained food and water. Hey, nice. Permanently start playing Left 4 Dead like that. That's messed up, man. It's funny though, don't get me wrong. Okay. Real quick. Real quick. This shot kind of goes hard. Like, this shot kind of goes hard. I'm gonna be real. Woohoo! Okay, I have another idea for this now, because I've just watched the rest of them. He's not responding, it's Jover. One of my friends, instead of saying it's Jover, he started saying Jowarida. Every time we're like on call, he'll just go, ah, Jowarida. Us being on call usually means 5 of my friends are playing League. One of my friends is playing, 1 or 2 of them are playing World of Tanks, and I'm doing After Effects. And then somebody's brother is there just chilling. That's the average call with this group. So every so often, I'll hop in. Just, you know, to hang out with my friends, because I like my friends. I just hear one of them screaming, top, 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 top. I don't even know what he's talking about. But because he's screaming, I'm just like, oh, he's playing League again, isn't he? And everyone else just goes, yeah. My build city. means you actually leave the stream. Thanks. Have fun playing Left 4 Dead. Don't scream too loud. It's late. Like 9:20. I feel like that's a reasonable enough time to say don't be loud or someone's gonna get mad at you. Actually, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on stream because my internet is rejecting me and my existence. I don't know if it's doing that everywhere or it just hates my computer. Which is possible, you know, that has happened many times. What? Okay, and we'll put each of these at 40. And their fills will be white. Why does this look like Pop Tropica? Hang on. Why do you look like Pop Tropica? That's so weird. Let's go 1280. No, let's do 13. Okay. You're a terrible neighbor because you record at night. Dude, I record in my car. Which also means I jump scared somebody really bad doing that once. So the thing with, like, recording in the car, right, is there's soft seats for acoustic. It's fairly soundproof. Oh. Yes, I have been saving. But, like, recording in your car, there's acoustic material already with the seats. It's fairly soundproof. There's 0% chance of someone else being in there with you if you specifically go out there to record. Like, realistically, your car is probably the perfect recording space if you don't have an actual booth. So I recorded all of my lines recently in my car. And, like, they turned out fine. Oops. Let's see. This song is going to be stuck in my head for the next several months. Oh, I didn't know you were actually, like, in the city. You wouldn't need a car in that case. I guess it makes sense. Okay. There's like a set of words, like a set of different scenes we put at the beginning of every tdov that somebody started in 2020, and so I've just been carrying on the tradition, so to speak. So let me see what the words are. Wait, that's too far for the words. So the title. Oh. Right. Nope, let's not do that yet. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 2 8 counts left. Most of the people who grew up here never even learned how to drive as teens or in their 20s, and you only got their license last year. I mean, if you didn't need a license, you have no reason to get one, so getting one later in life isn't all that strange. There's nowhere to park. Oh god. I can imagine. Like, okay, I live in a big city that isn't walkable, so you need to drive. But parking here is already a nightmare. I cannot possibly imagine how bad it would be in, like, New York. That's gonna suck for all the commuters, though. Like, the people who travel to New York specifically to work. Like, that's gotta suck. Yeah? What? What? Huh? Wait, what? Why are you... Eh? Problem is you're limited to where you can move. You have a car loan to pay off when you want to relocate. And so your rent's gonna go down, but your car payments will go up. And you saddle with a high... Gosh. That's a nightmare. I feel like once you're in the hole, there's no way to get out, which, like... That's kind of messed up. Like, oh, if you want to work, you have to drive. If you want to drive, you have to do car payments. And all of your money is now going to go towards rent and car payments. So you don't have enough money to save. And if you don't have enough money to save, you don't have enough money to get out of your situation. Like, it's awful. Just the system of it all. Like, it's worrying, really. You were planning to move at the end of 2023. Eh. Ah! No, don't go away. I need that. Shoot. You lost your job in July, so you had no proof of income to get a new lease somewhere or get a car. Gosh, that's awful. I'm sorry. It sucks. Like, it's just the way the system is set up is so broken. Like, you truly can't, like, once you've fallen, let's say fallen off the track, you can't get back on. It's virtually impossible to get back on. Unless you have outside help. And, like, the fact that the supposedly self-made nation has people that cannot make it is so messed up. Yeah. Tech layoffs, baby. Ugh. Part of me is kind of glad I'm not in tech. Simply because of the kind of field it is. I truly could not imagine doing that. Eesh. That's not gonna be fun. That sucks though, really. God, what a nightmare. Oh, I feel like just the overall workforce in general is just getting more and more pared down to the point where it's not going to be able to sustain itself. There's so... Yeah, what is up with that? Like, why is tech either sweaty dude bros or queer or neurodivergent? Like, how is tech like that? 8 months and barely any interviews and no offers, you get less than... Oh, man. I feel like the tech field is changing so quickly that even the big companies don't know what they want, and that makes it very difficult for them to want to hire. Because if you don't know what kind of person you're trying to hire, why hire in the first place if a few months go by and that person no longer has the qualifications for what you want to do? So, on one hand, I kind of understand why the market is bad, but on the other hand, that puts so many people out of a livelihood. Like, we live in a society, but we do live in a society where you're reliant on working a job just to get by. There's no... Oh, man. You know, you would think that big cities would have the most opportunities, but that really isn't the case, is it? Like, I suppose it's different for me because I work in financials, and I live in what is considered a financial hub. So, for me, like, it's much easier than it is for my tech friends who live in the same place, because there's just less tech here. The ND part is due to the way software engineering actually works at its core. That... Oh... Okay. That makes sense. I always figured it was logic-based. It's like, I don't need to think about people's feelings because computers don't have feelings. So I don't need to think about the subtle cues of it. I just tell the computer what to do and it does it. I tell the computer how to think and it thinks that way because that's how I'm thinking. Which I can understand why that would make things a lot easier for them. Kai and Kai and Kai and Key. Let's see. And Murphy. I think 5 should be fine. But breaking down steps and explaining each part, even each minor detail. Okay. The more you explain, the more it's making sense to me. Which is probably good. Like, that is kind of the point of explaining. In general, it annoys the neurotypical, but in programming it's essential. It's essential. That's completely fair. I get that. Trying to, like, think how I want to do this. Let's do keyboard. I think that should be enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that was dumb actually because they don't have the thing that I need. Make a cup of coffee is not enough. You have to take out the coffee from the cabinet, take out a mug, fill it with water. Wait, you have to make sure you carry the mug to the sink first. Still, though, it makes sense. Like, when you put it that way, the connections all kind of go together. Do you ever think that, like, in that case, people who think that way would make really good cooks because they have to follow the recipe. Or like really good bakers, I guess. It's probably better. Because baking is exact science. So like, do you reckon people who need that level of logic would do really well in baking? Like, I'm curious here. Just by way of how they think. Because this isn't even like a strictly neurotypical neurodivergent thing, it's just like people who are solely logic based. Programming is basically I have to include each step. I feel like I hear all these things about coding and how coding works. And the more I hear it, the more the more I'm glad I never got into it. Don't know how y'all do it. And walkie. Ooh, don't like that. I don't know, you could probably do like bread. Or there's also sugar-free items that could go well. And then again, I just say that because I like baking. Like, all these things come together and then you get food at the end. It's great. You know what'd be really fun though? I feel like it'd be fun to like bake on stream. Or to do like cake decorating on stream. That'd be so fun. I'm not gonna do it, because I don't have the equipment to do it. But it'd be fun. Oh, come on, why are you not playing? Why are you like this? Red's actually not great either. That's fair. Would you like to actually play back my frames, please? That would be much appreciated. Hello, please. I beg of you. Oh, so kindly. I hate this. I hate this. I hate everything about this. Suffering. I'm physically suffering. What? Why? What? Oh, now you're gonna play back. Something about this feels off. I think it's slightly ahead of the beat, actually. So we will scoot these back. Just one frame. Please, just one. I only need one. Why? Why are you struggling? Please. You know, I said it was ahead of the beat, and I slid it, like, more ahead of the beat. Like that was going to help. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to yeet that one, and these... God, this song is an earworm! Ah! There's a little now. What was the placement for these three? These three had a specific placement on who was in the middle for them to work out. Let's see. I remember Kai sent a reference picture of this. So you go in front, you go in the middle. So we'll put you in the middle. And then you go up here. Whoa! You go up here. And then you will go up here. Look at them. They're good friends. They're best buds. They're buddies. They're good little friends. They're pals. Oh. What the heck? Xander! Hello! What are you doing here? Hi? Wait, I have bot commands. Please actually work. Come on, bot. Aw. Wait, what were you doing? What were you streaming? Did you have a good stream? Did you have fun? Were you winning, son? Hello, Raiders. Sorry, I'm so not used to this happening that I'm like in shock right now. Hi, streamers. Hi, streamers. Oh my gosh. Hi, Raiders. For people who don't know me, I'm Aramis. I'm a Rhinoceros Idol VTuber V-singer, and I spend most of my time doing animated music videos on After Effects, which is what I'm working on right now. You're here to eat monsters. What is that stream delay? Good lord. I don't know. My internet is not the greatest, so unfortunately, I just have to deal with it. And I don't really have much I can do. But you guys get a sneak peek at all the pretty bright colors. I'm going, if anybody knows like early 2010s MMD stages, that's the image I'm going for, so lots of bright colors, lots of shapes. Should be a good time. Also, if the title didn't make this obvious, the project I'm working on is a Yeah, well, I guess you can't see it from this PNG. Let me switch back to my normal PNG. This is not very conducive to people actually knowing what I look like. Oh, actually, you know what I could do is... Well, no, I won't do that. But yeah, I should probably swap back to my actual PNG though. That'd be a good idea. Oh, crap. Where am I? I'm lost in my own files. Good God. I'm gonna be real, Xander. You scared the living heck out of me. I was going off on a tangent about something or other. Well, okay. Well, now I'm gone. Wah. Okay, that's what I usually look like. The crying in the corner PNG was because my stream crashed earlier. Or yesterday, I guess. But yeah, it's I don't tend to get to work on a lot of bright colored projects nowadays. So being able to do that is... It's a welcome change, definitely. Anyway. You've got some plans with some friends, so you're zooping out. Good luck in editing. Thanks. Have fun. I hope you had a good stream. Get some rest, please. Take care of yourself. And tell Scrunko I said hi. The file manager's not real. Oh my gosh, tell me about it. My files are surprisingly well organized for someone like me. And my files are surprisingly well organized for someone like me, and like the fact that I could find anything at all is plenty impressive, because if anybody else saw my file system, they would probably be horrified and lost immediately. Try to support your friends even the raid is scary. The thing is, I don't stream much, so anything happening surprises me. So I don't have it on right now. I should probably... I really should update my PNG someday. I don't have a colored version of, like, my latest, I suppose, design. Because the PNG that's on screen right now is a little outdated. As for what I tend to look like now is... Let's grab my PNG for this collab. So what I tend to look a bit more like this nowadays. So the horn is there. It's just not currently showing because I haven't updated this PNG in years. Oh, to think it's already been 3 years since I drew it. Time passes so quickly, and for what? I feel like I blink and it's been a month. I blink again, it's been a season. I blink a third time and the rest of the year has gone by. There was something about life being like a roll of toilet paper, and the closer to the end you get, the faster it goes. And I've never understood that more than I have in the last 2 years. Although I am not necessarily on the old end of the spectrum. Okay, the horn's not removable, the horn is magic, I can choose to hide it. It's there. It's just not always showing. Do you know how awkward it would be to walk outside and the guy next to you just has a horn? That's a little concerning. So I make the choice to hide it sometimes just to be more approachable. Time is fake. God, tell me about it. But oh my gosh. So this weekend was daylight savings in the US. And so time jumps forward an hour. And I forgot that fact. So I went to bed as though it was not that time change. And when I woke up this morning, I woke up nearly an hour later than I meant to. Just because I didn't take into account the fact that time change happened. It was so bad. It was so bad. A TP analogy hurts your soul. I don't even remember where it's from. I feel like it was in some movie. I don't remember which one. Then again, I hardly remember what I had for breakfast, so me remembering what movie a specific quote is from isn't really a realistic expectation. Through DST, your mortal enemy. Honestly, yeah. We don't need to spring forward. We don't. We really don't. You know, I think we would just do so much better without it. Don't hide the horn, emit dominance. Oh, I mean, if you want, I can show you my, like, ref sheet. So that kind of shows everything in its full form. Here, I'll pull this up. So there is everything in its full form. So while the PNG on screen is a little old, the design hasn't really changed in essence, but there have been a couple additions, like the eyeliner and the horn. I don't know, I think it's fun to add little design elements that make things new, that make things different, even if it's the same character. Character design is one of my favorite things, and I've found that as time goes on, I've learned more and more about how to add new features and add more without it seeming like too much. And I'm really happy with that progress, because how this character used to look is so far removed from where it is now. So I'm very happy with the progress it's made. Him. Very happy with the progress he has made. I guess it is an inanimate object, but I'm sure it's fine. Whoa! What the heck? What the heck? What? Wait, why is it doing that? What the heck? Okay, sure, I guess. Big blade. Yeah, I have a big spear. I do have a new version of the spear now that I have yet to add onto my ref sheet, so I'm looking forward to drawing that. One of my biggest influences for character design is free-to-play RPG Genshin Impact. Explore the 7 nations of Tibet. Okay. But seriously, Genshin is one of my favorite games as far as character design goes, because the characters are really busy, but they don't feel like too much still. Like, they feel like a lot, but not to the point where it's too much. And I find that really, really interesting. So I try to pull a lot of study out of that. I find that you can study a lot of different media, even if you don't realize it, and learn a lot just from places you don't even think about. For example, there's a kids show called Bluey, and the way they animate their characters in Bluey is to use something called rigging, like puppeting and rigging. And that's something that I'm not very good at. But watching something like Bluey, where they kind of really emphasized the puppeting nature of the art, that helped me learn how to manipulate my art to kind of have the same effect. So I think you can really learn from a lot of different places, which is a lot of fun. And learning from things like video games and how you can incorporate that design principle into your characters, that's something that brings me a lot of joy. Like, it's so much fun. Let's see. I want to keep adding items to this. You know what I could do is... Who's in this group? Yeah, not this group. Who's in this group? Okay, nobody that's on screen right now. That's good. Finch really do look different, even though they all use the same rough model. Yeah! It's a lot of fun, though. Why are you on screen again? Stop doing that. Every time I click to open something else, I accidentally open my drawing program. I feel like that says something about me. Oh, you know what I could do, actually? What I could do... I have a Genshin model. I could hypothetically swap my on-screen model to a Genshin model. Give me a second, actually. I think I could probably do that. I'm gonna do it. You know what? Who's stopping me? It's my stream. Where is my file? Here. There we go. There's my customized model that I ripped out of a Genshin game. I said I really just like drew over a model for the basic shape and then I drew over the model for the basic shape and then did all the rest of it freehand. But like, hey look, I am a Genshin character. How many people are in this group? 7? Okay. 7 it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's do that. 2, 4, 6, 8. Come on. I want 8. Why are you like this? Real life Genshin character? There are so many Genshin characters that I want to cosplay. Just because their designs are so pretty. Like, they're busy, but in a good way, you know? It's hard to pull that off. It's really hard to pull that off. Oh, come on. Don't buffer now. Not when there's people here. Come on, After Effects. It's the real life Hazel. Eh? Does he look like Hazel to you? That's interesting. I think the character whose outfit composition I have the most similarity to would be Xiao from the year, because he kind of has the same half sleeve and like the same top, and he's got the sash and the cape as well that I have. I don't know. I'm quite proud of this outfit. I don't know which 2 AM brainworm it crawled out of, but I'm quite proud of it. Let's minimize those for a second. Ah! Wait, crap. Ooh! No, why are you buffering? The shoulder has Hazel vibes. I can see it. Although I feel like they all kind of have the same look, so it's not... Well, you can look at a design and say, that's a Genshin design. Part of me hopes that my character design will be will improve to the point where people can see a character I make and then say, oh, yeah, that's a character that RMS designed. Like, I aspire to get to that point. And I do think my design skills have improved a lot over the years, but there's a long way to go. I think that's always the case, though. You can never improve too much. There's always more to learn, and there's always further up you can go. And I think complacency is part of the danger, because if you never try to get better because you think you're already good enough, you're never going to get better. And you know what? I think that's not worth it. Wait, why isn't the flag flipping? Don't like that. What are you doing? Oh shoot, it's not looping. That would cause a problem, actually. This is so fun. Like, all the bright colors and the bouncy motions. The kind of thing that watching it makes you happy. I never say that about my own work. But when it comes to bright colors, you really can't help it. Okay. Yo. How was Left 4 Dead? Did you have fun? Did you do what you said you were gonna do? And scare the living Jesus out of someone? Scare the heck out of him? Okay. And then let's add a white fill to all of these guys. And then we'll grab the shadow preset from you and just put it on the bottom three. Where's my shadow preset? Whoa! Oh, oops. That would explain. Oh, I know what I can do. Where's my item? Ah, where did I save it? Wait, oh no. Ah! Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Please, no. Also, it's turned that you can do the screen. Your father had to go check on you. Oh no. That's so awkward. Oh man. That's oh no. I can't say I haven't been in the same position because I have. What was it? Back when I was a prolific Valorant player, I still play but not as much. But back when I was a prolific Valorant player, I was also very easily jump scared. So if I was playing at home, there would just be a lot of screaming all the time. And at one point, I screamed so loud that like, I think both my parents came in to check on me because they were trying to figure out why I was screaming. And I was like, oh, it's the game. And they're like, you're screaming because of a game? That's so lame. You're so lame. Stop screaming. It's not that scary. Also, I think people would find it funny that my phone contact for my father used to be Dad, but right now it's set to my father will hear about this. He doesn't know that that's what his contact name is in my phone, but every time I text him, I just see my father will hear about this. You fix it. Ayy. complete that. I can't remember what I did to make this change before. Yeah, that's not it either. Crap. Nope. Was it this? It was this. Oh, that's so much easier than whatever I was trying to do. Put this in your hand. Your parents dunked on me? Okay, they did. I feel like every time I tell my friends about the things my parents say to me, they always look horrified. They say things like, "Oh, your parents are so mean to you," or "How can they say that to you? It's your parents." I don't think what they realize is there's a lot of mutual dunking. There's a lot of sarcasm in my family. Like, when it comes to small things, like, when it comes to the really small things, there's a lot of, "Oh, that's what you're calling an achievement? Boo, that's lame." Or, "Your food looks like trash, eat better food." Or, "Wow, you finally called. Maybe you do care about us." But it's like friendly, you know? But every time I tell people about it, they look at me horrified, like, "How can they say that to you?" It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. These are the same people who go up to their best friends and start dunking on them, as if nothing matters. Like, clearly my parents can do the same. We are on friendly enough terms for this to be the case, but they refuse to believe that, which is interesting to me. Because I think it's nice that my parents can dunk on me. I think it's fun. And I shall hear no different. This is so stupid. They're holding a baton! I wonder if I should... I probably should. Do 100 each for these. Oh. Let's see. Oh, that was dumb. We'll parent that to here. And stroke of... what? Oh. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. How can she... what? Hello? Who's slapping who? What the heck? Yo, who's getting slapped? In my chat? Concerning, but go off, I suppose. We'll put you here. Oh, I should probably, actually. Should probably adjust this. Oh. Grab this as well. And then generate... nope, not generate. Choke. I love the choke effect. It's so useful. Especially for something like this, that has a lot of outlines that it needs. Choke effect is super useful. Does this have a shadow? Oh, it does. Huh. I didn't know that. Which is funny considering I'm the one that made it, but I didn't know that. Look at them! So cute. I thought of something mean. Is it mean if I do this? It might be a little bit mean, but I want to do it. I don't know, look up how can she slap. I'm a little scared. I almost don't want to know. Every time I don't understand something and someone says look it up, it usually turns out to be something really concerning. And I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready for that on this good Christian night. Put that here and this here. This is so stupid. Ayo. What did I do? Wait, what? What did I do that was so ayo? Alright, I know ayo is like a generally like a shock thing. But I keep thinking of it in like the Chinese context of ayo. Usually like a pain or a disappointment thing. Generate stroke on mask on original image with this color. 100% hardness. Oh, come on. Why are you still low res? That's not fair. Oh, it's not gonna go past the... To each their own, but not safe for work. That's fair. I might look it up after this. Just so I know what's happening. Like, I'm not accusing you of sending me towards something weird. I'm just too conditioned to be worried about that kind of thing because my friends are really weird. Don't get me wrong, I think they're lovely, but they are really weird sometimes. So I'm very wary whenever one of my friends tells me to look something up. It's usually nothing bad, just odd. Which is pretty in line with the kind of people that I call friends. Is good people, but sometimes they say things that are just a little weird. But you know, that's what makes them fun to hang out with. Also, I've been friends with most of them for many, many years. So if them being a little weird made me not want to be friends with them, I don't think we would have been friends for this long. Especially not after we all graduated and lost touch for a few years, and then all started hanging out again. Great, it's lovely. No, they're good people. I think it took me a very long time to understand that a thing I needed to do was to surround myself with decent people. Because for the longest time, I didn't do that. And I hung out with a lot of people who weren't great for me. But that's in the past now, so I don't have to think about it very much. Oh, this feels a little mean. This feels a little bit mean. How can she slap almost equivalent to Will Smith slap? Ah, okay, that makes sense. Something unfortunately people have to learn about me very quickly is that I'm really, really bad at pop culture and slang. So if it's something that happened online, there's a very good chance I haven't heard about it. As in, my favorite references are still ones from, like, Vine days. And that was a good while ago. A good solid amount of time ago. Wait, I need to... Tying a balloon to their horn is so stupid. It's so funny. Here. Do this. This color. Oh! That color. And... Oh, this is so dumb. This is so dumb, but it's so funny at the same time. This is so cute. The three of these as like a scene is just cute. I need to send a picture of them. I need to send the picture in this picture, a picture of them. Oh my gosh, the number of times I just picture in the same sentence. Okay, to be fair, part of the reason the balloon is tied to their horn is because their hands are occupied. So it's not that weird. But it is a little funny. Okay. Now that that's all set... Oh! Let's... Actually, I should probably link all of these layers to their original top layer. So what I'm doing here is, by linking them, if I move the top layer, the bottom layer will move with it, basically. So that way I can make sure everything linked to the dragon guy stays with the dragon guy. Like, the balloon will stay with them, and like, their motion control will stay with them. Stuff like that. Oh, please. Please stop being a problem. Okay. Actually going to hide these layers. And then... I can hide all of these as well. They're kind of in the way here. So these are at 15. I think I could get away with moving them down to 12. I can. But that's fun. Okay. That's good. That's definitely a good thing. Let's hide these as well. Don't need that. Right, and now position-wise, we can scoot them all closer to the middle. Well, okay, not those three. These three. So you're 960, which means you're the middle one. You should be over here. And you need to be over here. Right. Okay, so that's all set. That scene is good to go. I do need to add the text on it. Okay, what are you? You're the floor, so I actually do need that. So the floor is there. And then this is the cityscape. And these are the clouds. What are you? Should be the background. That is the background. Okay, cool. So that should all be good to go. So I'll cut these down to length as well. I don't think I need these. Let's actually move the floor downwards. 1300. We can probably get away with 1350. 1350 is too much. 1330. As compared to previously 1300. I think that's good. So we're at 1335. I'm doing this based off the coordinate system that After Effects uses, with 960, 540 being in the middle, 00 being the top left corner, and 1920, 1080 being the bottom right corner. Different programs have different coordinate systems. For example, I know that what is 1960, 540 in After Effects is actually 00 in Hit Film Express. So, gotta love the variation in these. I think the differences between programs is part of what makes them so fun, too. Different people can use different programs with different mechanics, all to make the same result. That's a lot of fun if you really think about it. Okay, so I've set these three up. Okay, whose art has not been used yet? We'll have you, and then I'll want something that's like a very different color. So, how about you? You're very pink, so that should work. Please load. Please actually, oh no, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Okay, that's good. And you're yellow, so that should be a good fit. Actually, what I should do, I should probably pick like the poses more than the colors. I don't know, don't do that. My program's not enjoying this. You're a problem, you know that? You're so annoying. No, this editing program, man, it hates me. Oh! Oh no. Come on. Don't. Hello, where are my previews? Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Okay. Oh, that scared me. Okay. Let's actually, instead of aliens in the middle, let's have... Come on. Let's have Kier in the middle, because Kier is green. So Kier's green, which is funny because his color is usually orange, but in this one he's green. Momo can stay pink, or as our pink representative. And then I'm gonna look for someone facing the other way for our yellow representative, or other color. Aries is blue, which next to green might be a problem. Oh, let's do Aster. Aster's been here and hasn't been on screen yet. Look at this face. It's the face of a troublemaker. This face is the last thing you see before you die. Extreme close-ups are such peak humor. Oh my gosh. It's not even that funny. But it's it's not that funny. It's not that funny. It's literally not that funny. I don't know why it's got me like this. Oh my god. It's really not that funny. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like there's nothing to laugh at. It's hard. But also, I can't help it. Oh man. Face is thumbnail worthy. Yeah, really? And then with like just the open mouth. That's a YouTube thumbnail. That's a YouTube thumbnail right there, I'm telling you. Please actually attach my images. You're still here, you're multitasking. Understandable. You're the yellow representative for the next scene. Hope you know that. Oh. Ugh. No. No, please. Please. Actually preview. That's the only way I know you're alive. Please. Oh, don't do this. Come on. Come on, buddy. Buddy, come on, please. I really need you to... It's all acid. Wait, that'd be so funny. You know what? You know what? We're all Kai-Star. Oh, Jesus. We're all Kai-Star. Everything is Kai-Star. You will become Kai-Star. Honestly though, like, if you put it on 1% opacity and then put it on overlay, I don't think you can see it. Oh, have a good night, Damon. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Time on... Oh. Wait, I didn't even realize that. What? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even think about that. I often forget I have the time on screen, and then, in doing that, sometimes I'll send, like, a work in progress recording to somebody, and they'll comment back, "Is it 6 a.m. on your system clock?" And then I have to tell them I was up at 6 a.m. doing After Effects. Healthy relationship, guys. I should drink more water. Speaking of health. Okay. Cold water tastes better. My grandmother would faint hearing me say this, but cold water tastes better. Oh, that's a circle. Don't want a circle. Let's see. So, we can go with like this height, and then 1920 divided by 4 is 640. And then we'll probably want this thicker, so let's do 20 thickness. That's too much. 16 thickness. Let's do white. And then we'll round this. That looks cute. Because round things are inherently cute. I will not hear reason on this matter, because it's true. If something is round, it's automatically 10% cuter. For example, seals. Tell me right now seals aren't cute. Because they're round. They're cute because they're round. Little tiny birds, they're round and they're cute. Genjin slimes, they're round, which makes them cute. Let's see. So 0 plus, so 20. And then 960 plus 640. Okay, good. And then put here in the middle. And Aster, which way are you facing? Aster is facing left, so you'll go left. And Momo is facing right, so you'll go right. Positions. This is the leftmost box. We're just going to put the center box on top. You'll be on the left, and you'll be on the right. Whoa! Don't disappear. Still need you. And then this one will be for you. And this one will be for you. And then shrink everybody down just a little bit to fit in their box. Maybe too much. Let's try 25. 25 is too much. 22 is not enough. 23. You know what's funnier than 24? 25! Right, let's do this. We'll move these down. Oh, don't do that. Move these down. Oh. And then we'll link these to this top layer. So these will be our card fill. Fill as an F-I-L-L, not Phil as in P-H-I-L, the name. I said this will be the Phil once, and somebody asked me, who's Phil? And so I had to specify. I mean Phil like the noun, not Phil like the person. And even though this only happened once, I now always feel the need to specify. Let's see. Oh, I do need this. That would be useful. Okay. So you're green. You'll go in the middle. Please actually be the right green. Zooming to 10,000%. Yeah, everyone's got their nice, like, lovely, good posing. And you can just... Yeah. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's not even funny. It's not even funny, and yet here I am losing my mind. No. We are good and proper. We are good and proper in these parts. Oh, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, it's not even that funny. And yet, I cannot handle it. You guys look like candy. Okay, real talk, though. Real talk. In the super MMD stage scene, they're all MMD stages, but this one? Not that one. Where is it? Is it you? Nope. You. These background shapes, they look like candy, and I want to lick one. Really bad. Like, it's giving me Willy Wonka vibes. I said that. I was like, it's like Willy Wonka vibes, you know, you walk into the room and it's made of candy. But then I thought about the Willy Wonka experience in Glasgow that happened recently. And now I think maybe being like Willy Wonka isn't a good idea. The Glasgow thing was so weird too. Like, who thought of that? Like, you know what kids would like? One jelly bean in a meth lab. Like, okay. Okay, let's see how we do this. So we'll do that first. And then effect, generate, gradient. Swap white to dark. And we'll make the quote-unquote dark into the actual yellow. And then we'll put this on 60% blend. 70% blend. And then... okay. We'll do this and put this on black. I have an idea. I don't know if it'll be a good idea. But Aster, you are my guinea pig. Can you try to make you hungry even though you just ate? Can you have candy? I thought you mentioned you were diabetic earlier. Like, genuinely, are you able to eat candy? I'm really curious about that. Cool. Don't move! Oh my god. Stay where you're supposed to stay. Dang, bro. Okay. And then... please. Ugh! Oi! Okay, that's way too big, so we'll lower this to 10. And then add repeater. And then we'll do 25. Now it's funnier than 24? 25. It's... that's such an old reference. It's a SpongeBob reference, isn't it? SpongeBob was interesting, come to think of it. They got away with so much they should not have gotten away with. Oh my god, who slammed the door? Chill out. Oh. I was like, why isn't my tab key working? Oh no, my tab key is broken. I was hitting caps lock. That would explain a lot on why my tab key isn't working. Haha. Okay, and then we'll make these white. And then... you can have candy, so it's not good for you. You know what? Fair enough. But what's life without a little fun every so often? Okay, and then... yeah! Oh, crap. Yeah? It won't kill you, but it'll screw up your blood sugar. Yeah, that's fair. Oh no, my idea didn't work. Oh wait, I just did it backwards. Come on. I really just did my idea backwards, I'm pretty sure. Would you like to refresh so I can look at what I need to look at? Please. Something about my Genshin model standing there on my other screen looking at me menacingly is so funny. Like, what's he gonna do? But also, he's so angry looking. Like, why is my model so angry? What did I do to him? Yeah. Come on. Why are you not? I'm so confused. Don't like this actually. It's not okay, there we go. That's what it's supposed to be doing. That's what you're supposed to look like. God. Problematic. Perspective, drop shadow. Let's enable all three of these. Be 40 actually instead of 25, and then 15 for the spacing. Okay, that should be good, and then we'll adjust this over to the side a bit. Okay, that should be good, and then you, but darker and redder. Okay, I think that's okay. I think that'll work. We can try to scale this back up to 100 now. And then probably turn that down. I don't think maybe 15 was too much. So let's change the spacing to 20 on the grid. Okay. Go here. See if this looks okay in the correction. I actually wonder if maybe this color period would just look better as the screen tone color. So let's do that, and then please actually look decent. Yeah, that I can work with that. I can work with that. You know what? I'm okay with that. Let's see. Back to here. So now that that's been guinea pigged. Okay. So duplicate that and duplicate that. You there and you there. Bring this down and bring this down. Copy this exact pattern onto these two. Minimize that, and then shift these positions onto their respective vector. And then we'll put that on you and this on you. Except in the actual colors they're supposed to be. So you'll be green. And then you, yeah, hue 30. And then you need to be pink. So pink, and then here, and a little more purple. And then, one more thing. Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Assume that attitude may be your doom. What? What? Don't do that. What was I doing? That. Doing that, and then... Ooh! Please actually copy what I want you to copy. And then you go here. Okay. Yay, cards. Cards are always so cute. Like, it's just such a fun, easy way to scene change. Okay, let's do that and that. Where's the floor? I'm gonna actually label this floor. You know, that would help. Okay, put that here. Okay, should be good. And then we'll have the path follow the mask that I just drew. Crap. Effect, drop shadow. Actually, no. What I could do is same thing I did earlier, actually. Except now bigger. Ah, so cute. Cute. Okay. Let's actually make this text just a tiny bit smaller. And then it's back down. Not that far down. And we'll make sure this is on it for that contrast. Welcome back! Boots, it's going. You know what? About 2 8 counts from being finished with this section, which is good. Would have liked to have been done faster. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. 0. Oh my god. I'm tired. Leavey. That time change really took a toll on me. I didn't think it would, because it was over the weekend, so I figured I'd have time to sleep it off, but oh my god. Clearly I have been deeply affected by this. No, no, please. Play my scene. Play my scene, I need this. Oh, man. It's stuck here now. Would you like to actually play? Please. Oh my god. She's just not gonna play. No! Come on! Bro! I am not having a good time. Repeat after me. Not having a good time. Come on. Oh my god, you're literally buffered. Why are you not playing? Please. I need this. Oh god. Don't crash. Good grief. I don't know anyone that says good grief. Except Charlie Brown. Maybe I'm Charlie Brown. Ah. No, mosquito. Ah! Would you like to actually move to playhead? Eh? Okay. I think I'll have the words pop in one by one. If they would like to show up on screen, that'd be nice. Just do that to cut down on CPU usage for now. And then visibility. Did I spell that right? I did. Of course, if my items like to show up on screen, that'd be nice. I'm not going to need this today, so I'm gonna actually close this window and see if that helps. That didn't help at all. Oh man. Do I have to clear my cache again? Is that what it is? So you start working as soon as I start thinking there's a solution to my issue? Oh. No, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Please. Oh my gosh. Pleading with After Effects like an unruly child. No, please, don't crash. It's already bedtime. You don't need to crash right now. Can I turn this off now? Can I actually see what I'm supposed to see? Please. Ah. My point about having British sentence inflections comes back strong in there. It's like... want to try that again? Like, do you want to show me my stuff, please? It's a very British way of saying it. I said reckon once, my sister would not leave me alone about it for the rest of the day. She like chased after me and was like, "Oh, you reckon, do you?" Like, wahoo. Okay. I think what I might actually do is instead of being on quarter preview, I'm gonna be on 8th preview. And it'll look grainy, but at least I'll know what's happening. I'm gonna put these in all caps because we're excited this year. Visibility. H. Yay! We're excited this year. Oh, cool. I don't know if the rotation, like topsy-turvy, is the way to go. So let's actually do this. Like, line them up. Ironic, haha, make them straight. Ooh, very bad. Trans of. wait. Oh, I spelled visibility wrong. I double typed I here. Should fix that. Okay. However, there's something more important. This is dumb. This is just dumb. It's just... not even funny. But also, I look at this and I go, funny. Please actually load so I can send this. No! Please, snip tool. I need this. Ah. Okay, now you're working. So not funny. It's so not funny. Oh, I'm losing my mind here. I've been laughing at things that aren't funny this whole time. I was really sleepy, so maybe I don't get to talk. Where was I going? Where was I going with this? I was gonna send it. Here. And then move on with my life. Back to 8th. 1/8 resolution. Woohoo! Okay, we can delete that. Position here. Actually, okay. How's the scales looking in all of these? So you're at 150. I'd like to put you at 125. Okay. Let's put this here and this here. So position-wise, this should line up with this. And then you'll scoot to the side. Not that far to the side. Do this and I'm gonna rotate it 30 degrees. And then we'll actually turn the scale down to about 75. 75 was too much, so 80. And then visibility can be big. Because visibility is a big word. Let's see. How do I want to place this? Well, I guess that's the easiest way to do it. Here, 135, and the easiest way to do it. And then we can just move these downwards, actually. Okay, if we connect everything to word day, instead of 125, you're at 135. Okay. And then we'll do this. And you're always going to be connected because you two need to line up. So we'll actually move this up for line spacing. This up for line spacing. Is that going to make a tangent? Hope not. Oh, I think everything actually needs to move up. So we'll scoop all three of these up so that visibility doesn't make tangent lines with the bars. And that solves all our problems. Move things up 10 pixels, solves all your problems. Seriously though, moving things up 10 pixels solves a surprising number of problems. I'm not sure what causes it to do that, but it solves a surprising number of my problems. Let's actually turn these down to about 15. Okay. Okay, and then we'll make you pink. And we'll make you pink. And you can be blue. And you can be blue. How funny is it that trans flag is 5 stripes, and the word trans is 5 characters? Coincidence? I think not. It is. It's a coincidence, but it's a good one. It's a good coincidence. I was so calm and collected at the beginning of this, and I'm just losing my mind. My sanity is dripping down the drain. I'm caught in the toilet flush that is... Wait, what? You're supposed to have... Okay, you do. I don't know why I thought it didn't. Okay, visibility. Let's make this purple, actually. And we'll make this blue. Don't like it, actually. How does the non-binary flag go? It goes yellow, and then white, and then purple, and then black? No. Crap. What does that flag look like? Because we have a lot more non-binary people than ever before. I didn't make sure okay. Yellow, white, purple, black. I was right. Okay. So let's make VISIBILITY. There's 10 letters. 10 letters. Well, okay. My other solution is to just give up. Yellow, white, so I'll do this gray. And purple. And then we'll do green. I'm really referencing flags here because I don't understand the flags very well. I don't think I could recognize these flags in a lineup, realistically. You can hand me a stack of pride flags and be like, alright, which one's which? I probably couldn't tell you. Okay, there we go. Pattern recognition. A, B, C, D, B, C, A, B, C, D. Ow! Okay. This should be good. And then... trying to think how I want to animate them in. Okay, low res for preview purposes. Oh, come on. I'm literally on 1/8 res. You can't possibly expect more out of that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Dun, dun, dun. Five, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I should put something here so I know what I'm doing. Yeah, we can that one random Kai Karamba from earlier that I put in here for some reason. I don't remember why. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Okay. A couple frames early. So that much. Okay. That's good. So we'll move this up to here. That's my marker. Oh, come on. You're not gonna play? I hate this. I hate this. Do I have to turn stream off for this to work? Ooh, I might have to... Nah. After Effects is being a baby. I should probably save first, though, just in case. I think my internet's also dying, though, to be fair. Oh my god. Chat's going a little... tdov chat's going a little weird right now. Oh. No. Come on. Please. You don't even have a cache going on. It's not even a gig! Why are you so... Ugh. Oh, come on. It's really not cooperating with me. Ah! No, what are you doing? My voice just broke. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Why?